All right, here we go. The interview that nobody thought was going to happen. NLE Choppa.
I'm here.
Welcome to Vlad TV.
Thank you for having me. I'm in the seat.
Yep, we're actually here in person right now.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? I'm right here in the room with you, man to man, just like how we talked about.
For sure.
And the thing is, I just think it's important. You know, the reason why I felt we should do this interview is that two men could disagree about something online and then actually talk it out like adults. And even though we may not agree, we could actually agree to disagree and show each other respect.
Yeah, as you should.
And talk about, you know what I'm saying, our various viewpoints.
Yeah.
And show everyone that even though there's an age difference between us, we still respect one another.
Yeah, and can
And
still
neither one of
relate
us
to
is-
certain things, for sure.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you don't have to be like, oh, this old ass motherfucker, you know, is out of touch. And I don't be like, oh, this young ass motherfucker don't know nothing. It's the fact that we're both two successful men and we're both intelligent and we could actually talk things out. Well, before we get into everything else, I want to talk about how me and you kind of went back and forth. You know what I'm saying? And really kind of talk about it and get it all out in the open.
For sure.
Originally, look, I was actually a fan of what you were doing. You know, when Choppa Flow came out, I'm like, oh, this is dope.
Yeah.
You know, it sounded different. But really what got me was that skit.
Which,
You know,
with me and my mom?
no. The one where you were performing for Birdman.
Yeah.
And then like this comedian did like
I remember.
you know,
that
like
shit.
every teenager
Yeah,
was like, I was
remember.
trying to one trip that hoe. You know, my mom was like, you gotta clean your room, and you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That shit was hilarious. I must have watched that like 200 times.
And I've been a fan too. I've been watching your interviews since before I blew up. So, you know what I'm saying? Same here. You had a lot of people come here. So, same respect, you know what I mean?
Word. Okay, so let's just talk about how our whole back and forth started. Well, the first time I actually heard you mention my name was back in July of 2020, where you went on Twitter and said DJ Vlad is the police. And then I think Polo G like backed you up on that.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's controversial when you say that Vlad is a police, because at the same time, I feel like people that sit here got the opportunity to not answer certain questions or to not speak on certain things or just to go into context or detail about certain things. Some of the questions you do ask, I say like, okay, there's kind of some police questions, but I feel like what makes it police is what completes the sentence is how the person responds to your question. So you know what I'm saying? Most people, like, you will ask a question, and I've seen a lot of interviews, I ain't gonna say no names, but a lot of people will brush it off and, you know, they'll be good, but I see somebody that go through with it, get in detail about this and get in detail about that, and a few months later they got a RICO or something. You know what I mean? So,
Well, we've never interviewed anybody where they talked about something that was actually used in any of their cases.
yeah. I mean, not saying like you, like it's a purposeful thing, but I just know, like, I know from experience with me going through legal troubles before, and my family and my brothers and all that stuff, they gonna use whatever.
Yeah.
They gonna use the slightest bit of anything. It can be
yeah.
it can be a simple video of you just talking and somebody just record. You know, they gonna use anything to play it against you in the court of law. So that's why I was saying, I wasn't really just saying like, oh, Vlad, he really undercover FBI and just trying to set people up. That wasn't what I was saying. It's just really like, it was really a joke, you know?
Yeah, it's all good. And I took it as that. You know, I didn't respond to it. In fact, me and Polo G actually ran into each other at a Bank of America, you know, here in Calabasas, and we went outside and we had a conversation. You know, he kind of told me his point of view, and I respected it. I told my point of view, and you know, we both respected it, because I'd interviewed him before as well. But whatever, that came and went. But then what started to happen?
See how you got the tabs? You got the tabs. That's like the... I'm joking with you, but you got it though. I remember, I knew you was gonna break up the first time.
Right.